Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 2 of Read It or Don't.
Or don't.
Or don't. That's literally the tone. I'm like, read it or don't. I don't care.
Don't care. Wait, what hoodie are you wearing?
Oh my god. Girl,
Yeah.
I literally can't stop wearing this fucking Billie hoodie. Best concert I've ever been to in my life.
I can't even take it off. I don't know if it's because it's just so big or like it doesn't feel suffocating, but it's like warm, but it's not like some hoodies are.
Sometimes I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't breathe, and it fucking sucks. Yes. So on today's episode, we are jumping into books that we've read, and
I'm so excited about this.
I'm foaming at the mouth over this series. And the series
Yes.
is called The Dance with My Demons by Steph Macca. Is it Macca or Macca? Now I'm a piece of shit.
I don't know, but Steph,
Sorry,
my
Steph,
girl.
but this is you. Guys, it is a 4-book series, which we learned last episode is called a Tetra something. I don't know. It's a 4-book series. Look. It is dark romance. The essential gist is, right? So book number 1 is called Unhinged. Now I have to be honest, I didn't read it, I listened to it.
I listened to it as well.
Yes. And it's so funny. Sarah, I sure to God, before this year, we never even listened to an audiobook.
No, and now I'm like,
Wait.
look at all the things I can do with listening.
I know. That's why now I'm constantly reading one book and listening to another. I think I'm going to start listening to Quicksilver, but that's a different topic of conversation.
You have to listen to Quicksilver. I didn't read it. I listened to it and you have to. But I will say that like audiobooks have saved my life because when I started writing a book, I got into like a depression because I couldn't read books. And I was like, I want to write so bad, but I want to read books so bad. And I haven't read a book in like several months. And I was like, this is depressing. And then I found audiobooks because like, for whatever reason, reading and writing like correlate a little bit for me. And I was like getting flustered. But like, if I listen to a book, I can write my own book and keep the stories separate. But if I'm reading and writing, for some reason, like it's hard to keep them separate.
I can't listen to 2 books and I can't read 2 books. One has to be reading, one has to be listening. I can't. So this book, it is a dark why choose romance. It's 3 men and 1 woman. Now here's the deal. This motherfucking cast. We have Corbin King, Anthony Palmini, and oh my god, who was the third?
Oh gosh. I literally knew right before we started this too.
I know, I think I can pull it up. Maybe I can't. But guys, I'm telling you that this right here, this fucking cast,
I think it's Andrew something.
Is it?
Keep going. I don't know.
But no, I was gonna say like this is just one of like the best casts I've ever had in a series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marie Hawkins is the girl.
Wait, who is she?
Marie Hawkins. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. Who narrates Unhinged?
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna stop talking now.
No, preferably don't stop talking because it's a podcast. You can actually keep talking. Oh, okay. Joe Arden. Duh.
Oh, Andrew. I'm like, wait, I don't know where I got Andrew from. That's
Marie Hawkins is Avery. Corbin King is Gray. Joe Arden is Damon. And Anthony Palmini is Theo. When okay, I get so flustered talking about these series because it's that fucking good. Yeah. First off, I've never read a book like this. Have you?
No, I've never read a book like this. And honestly, I will say I am glad. I'm sure I would have devoured the whole thing as a read. I am so happy that I listened to it because
it's one of those things. The book, reading it would be so good, but listening to it, I swear to God, that's what's going to make this bitch famous. That is what's going to push it over the ledge because it's such a great cast. And I love all of them for different reasons. Like, and so basically, guys, it's 3 men, 1 woman, and they're all in like not a psych ward, but like a rehabilitation psych ward type center. And if you are listening to us talk right now and you're like, oh, I have an idea of where this is going to go. No, you fucking don't.
No, you don't. No. Literally until the very end of the book, even the very end, I would like to pride myself that typically there's been a few books that have got me, but I am pretty fucking good at clocking shit. And the whole motherfucking book, I was like, What?
Literally. And I'm going to say this right now. If you don't want spoilers, you need to shut off the podcast right now and come back after you've read it, because starting now, there are going to be spoilers. You know, the one thing that I absolutely, no, there were two things that I clocked and I couldn't fucking believe it. One, the marriage between Damon and Avery.
I did not see that shit coming.
I could not fucking believe that I clocked it, because when they were being weird, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna fucking marry her.
I did not. I was like, what?
That one. And remember when I said, I go, I think Gray is gonna burn the fucking building down, because him and that goddamn blowtorch, I was semi-right. Avery burned that bitch down, but I wasn't wrong. Like, I semi-got it.
Do you know what I thought, though? The one guy that came in at the end that ended up working, it was like, I was like, something's weird about him. I was like, I don't like him.
When Theo was tracking him, I was like, Ryan for sure knows. I was like, there's no fucking way he doesn't. It would be too, I'm like, there's no way. I didn't clock him being the fucking kid's son, the guy's son. Yeah, this just whole, and you know what? I was wondering, like, okay, because once we realized, okay, they got out everything. First off, it was so sweet that they did not step into her trial so that she could, like, I was sobbing.
Same, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, they love her. It's obvious.
I was like ugly crying when she was on the stand, and then they were there waiting for her outside. Chris, the therapist, I love him.
I love him. I started to love him truly like the moment they started playing chess together. You don't play chess with somebody you hate. Sorry.
No, but that other therapist, I was like, ooh, fucking roll up, bitch.
That him so hard.
Bro, he made me so mad. But then when Gray and Theo went and hunted down her rapist and fucking murdered him and mutilated him, I was like
crying. I was like
that I was crying before it, and you can literally tell, because I posted that video on TikTok, you can tell when they started stabbing him, because I literally froze and I was like, oh shit, we're still murdering people outside of, okay, yeah, got it.
So we're still psycho. Got it.
Guys, Sarah and I have learned that we have the most toxic fucking personalities. Like, the men who are like, wait, what the fuck are we reading right now? Shadow
Blood Oath. Yeah,
Blood Oath series. We're on book 2. The
Crypt,
the craziest one. I was like, oh, I love him. Oh my god, did he just murder someone? Oh my god, you like love me? Are you like obsessed? Are you like obsessed with me? Stop it.
Are you
literally
flirting?
Obsessed? Are you flirting? Crazy. So I've realized I love the absolute psychotic, like super, super toxic ones, but they also like love the hardest, you know?
They do. That is why I tell you, the second that Damon was introduced and they were fighting, I was like, he's going to be my favorite, because he is going to be such a hard fucking lover. Like, he is going to love her so hard. I don't know why it is always the like most unhinged, craziest, meanest dude that always ends up being my favorite. Always.
Every time my husband is mean to someone for me, I'm just like,
I like to bait my kids. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't. But when my kids are assholes and Trevor's like, hey, I was like, because he never talks like that. But when they say certain things to me, like, you know, when they get like a little mouthy, like a little attitude, he's like, hey, but like, I can't remember what it was, but Bella had said something and she was like yelling at me, and he goes, hey. I was like, what? I was like, Bella, shut up.
You're in trouble, bitch. Haha. Especially when he's like, don't talk to my wife like that. Oh.
Listen, here's the thing. Like, it's like, okay. Like, when they're like, don't talk to your mother like that. I'm like, but like, don't talk to your wife like that. I'm all,
don't talk to my wife. Damn, bitch. Damn. Okay. I think we have to jump to probably the most controversial part of talking about this book series. I know, you know. Corvin King. We got to talk about it. All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first? You go first.
Here's the thing. Corvin King has a good voice, obviously.
Great voice.
Great voice. He's great at narrating, and people love him. There has been some books of his that I'm like, I didn't really love that. I love him. I love his voice. I didn't love it for that character. This
but gray.
motherfucking character that he played, like, Corbin, my man, are you secretly a psycho?
This, my opinion, is his greatest role.
This is his greatest work.
Greatest role. So I'm going to add on to that. Madness by Chantal Tessier.
That's the book I was talking about.
I started to listen to it, guys. I have to be honest, I stopped listening to it, but let me give you a reason why. That's why I haven't finished reading it yet, because I couldn't finish the audiobook. I don't know how old Corbin King is, but I'm 100% sure that I'm older than him. Like, I'm 35, Sarah's 36, okay? We are far older than we look, let's just be real. And I feel like Hayden, the way that he was portrayed, felt to me a little more like frat bro versus absolute fucking psychopath Hayden.
Yes.
So it was just a little too like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was too much of like that, almost like too like affected. And I know the kids have a name for that these days. I'm too old to know what the name for that tone is. I'm literally just too old for it. And I feel like that's what I struggle with. And that sucked because I love Corbin King. He does so great. But I'm telling you, him in this series, I will slow clap you into next year, bitch. That was my favorite role he's ever done.
Literally every single time I'm like, Corbin.
Every time he would laugh as Gray. Yes. Little killer.
Like, I literally was like, well, why am I not anyone's little killer?
You know, I want that nickname so bad, but I can't tell my husband to call me that. I just want him to figure it out, which he never would, because he would probably find that offensive, but I want it to be called Little Killer.
Like, side note, in the book that we're listening to, where he's like, my little rain cloud.
You know I love that. You know. We'll get to that series eventually.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
That, one of my favorite FMCs I've literally ever read, because I literally talked about that. I said, that's what I want. I wanted a psychotic FMC. Finally fucking got one. But with this series, to me, Corbin King, this is literally his best role yet. 10 out of 10. Loved it.
I honestly think that had they had anybody else, the book would not have been as good.
No, and that's why I think the book is so good. Like, the storyline, phenomenal. I literally love it. I genuinely do not, I'm sure she has some bad reviews, because I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I can't imagine.
I'm going to tell you right now, I read them because I got a bad review and then I felt bad. And I was like, I'm going to go to my favorite books and read the reviews. And some of the reviews, I'm like, did you people read this book at all? Like,
that's what I'm like. I know for a fact people are going to hate it because it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I genuinely don't understand how anyone could hate this fucking series. It is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I will say, y'all, because it's 4 books. Every book, the first 3 do end on cliffhangers. And I think the cliffhanger of the 3rd is the worst. Yeah, because that's where the 3rd is the one where Damon got shot. Yes. That one, I think, was like the hardest one. What was the first 2? Do you even remember?
The first one is she ended up being pulled out because she was it was like staged that she had killed the one guy, that the boyfriend that said nothing to anyone. But do you know what I mean?
Yes,
like, the cops
one
came
who
in
wanted
and
to
took
rape her.
Yes.
So she was arrested. Damon was shot in 3, and then in 2, what was the one there? I wish I had
Didn't it end in the no? I don't know, but either way, such a good series.
It's so good. And I love that Theo, although it seemed like he was the most psychotic because he was quiet, was frankly like the most level-headed.
Yeah. Because, well, and I feel like he was also like the reasoning board for the 3 of them. Gray was just completely unhinged 10 out of 10 times.
Which is why we loved it so much.
And like, although Damon was like, I don't even think Damon was actually psychotic. Like, he was just put in there because his dad's a fucking dick.
Yeah, no, I don't think Damon deserved to be there literally at all. Yeah. It was, but wait, Andrew, his dad's name wasn't Andrew. What was his dad's name?
Anthony, right?
Oh, I was so close. Was it Anthony? Was it Andrew Dale or Anthony Dale?
I think it was Anthony.
Anthony Dale. No, because was he murdered by the end? I'm trying to think now.
Yes. Damon killed him, I think.
Oh, did he?
Right? Did you know what's
Wait.
funny is when you read a book, a week later you're into something else and you're like, I forgot.
I literally forgot. Now the way I'm sitting here, like, I don't think he was murdered. I think he went to jail because when the dad was holding a gun up against, no.
But the other uncle was killed, right? The headmaster.
Headmaster. Okay, Harry Potter.
Right? Don't talk to me. But like
No.
the guy that was in charge.
No, he was arrested because he cut the head off of. So I think the dad died.
I think so too. One of them died. I know that.
Yeah, no, the dad died, and then that guy was arrested because he said that they found him later on.
Oh, because he tried to run.
Yes, because the woman that he was not his secretary, they killed her and cut off her head.
Yeah, because she got too nosy and she was like, wait a second here. And then they killed her.
Yeah, Ryan cut her head off. That fucking lunatic.
No, I knew something was up with him. No.
I will say the only part of the fucking book that frustrated me literally every single I swear to God, it happened 45 million times in this goddamn series when they were like, Avery is the target. Avery is going to be taken. We have to protect Avery. And then they're like, all of a sudden next morning, good night, see you in the morning. Hope no one uses their key to go into your room to take you. And I'm like, y'all were supposed to be watching her.
Y'all were supposed to be doing butt shifts. Shifts.
Yeah, Avery's butt shift or whatever they call it. I'm like, y'all failed literally night one like 4 different times.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and then how they came to get her. And that's, I was so mad when like they came to get her that morning and he took her to court. I'm all, if y'all would have been watching her, she would have never ended up in court signing a will. No.
Or this is the only other part that really bugged me. I'm like, there's no fucking way Damon would have done this. Nearing the end, when all the guys were downstairs because they thought that she was in the morgue, like, there's no way they would have passed those fucking offices and not checked. No goddamn way.
And also, Connor, the guard, like, bro, why are you, like, telling them, oh, she's in trouble sometimes, and then not telling her other times? And I mean, I get it. It's a book. It's part of the plot. You can't have everything. But, like, that's where books are hard for me to read when my logic kicks in. And I'm like, do you even love her? You let her get kidnapped.
Y'all knew, she's target number 1 because you married her, but you're letting her sleep alone. You should be watching her at all times. Why didn't y'all get a little Apple tracker and put it in her fucking pants?
Why couldn't the therapist get a little tracker? We don't know.
You cameras to put in the office. But I also know I'm nitpicking it to death right now. The series was so fucking good.
So good. It was so good.
It was so good. And Damon, and you know what? It did make me feel better because Damon is Joe Arden, right? No. Wait, hold on. I have my computer in front of me. Because I know.
Oh, yes. Because
Anthony Palmini is Theo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting to me that Joe Arden read a lot faster than the other ones. That I did catch on to. So I was kind of like, oh shit, do I slow it down for him and then suffer through everybody else? And I was like, fuck it, I'll just listen faster. It's fine.
Do you think that you only picked up on that because you've now narrated a book, though?
No, I think I would have noticed no matter what. I think I would have clocked it no matter what, only because I like a certain reading speed. And when I find it, I don't change it. And it was the very, very first Damon chapter that all of a sudden I was like, oh, that's faster. Okay. But I got used to it and I was like, I don't care. I felt like it kind of almost ended up working because his mind moves so fast, or maybe I'm looking too far into it now and making up my own like theories. But I feel like because of Damon's, we're going for it. But because Damon had to like do so much and like Cirque du More and have all these moving pieces, I feel like that's how his brain probably was. So it like made sense for me.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, or I'm pulling shit right out of my fucking asshole and I have no idea, but it works in my head. So.
You know what? It makes sense. And now, like, Steph, if you're listening, I would roll with that. Be like,
from now on, tell people, dude, this just, and by the way, they're not big books.
No.
It's, when we were listening, it was like a 5-hour listen, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are very short books. I mean, book 1 is 200. Ma'am, did you know there's not safe for work art in the actual book? Stop!
Well, show us the photos. Oh my, wait. That ain't
Oh,
safe for work. Is
that
it in the
is,
library?
that's Gray fucking her in the library.
Oh shit. Gray, look at you.
The way I'm buying the next 3 books immediately.
Just for the picture.
Yeah, I'm nosy. I want to know. I mean, hell yeah, brother. Get it. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, she has other series. Did you know that? Because I didn't.
No.
She has The Lies We Keep, which is Vicious Games, Pretty Savages, Recklessly Damaged, and Sweet Anarchy. She has the Black Spades trilogy, which is King of Spades, Queen of Fire, Aces and Ashes, and The Hunter. The Hunter's a novella. I didn't know that she had more.
I thought this was her first book. Actually, I don't know what I thought. I didn't look into it that far.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have 17 other books, bro. You know what? It makes sense why this was so good. She is tried, practiced, and true. I genuinely don't understand how she's not a bigger author. I genuinely do not understand how she is not bigger. But I'm telling you, these audiobooks are going to be the thing that blows her the fuck up.
I think so too. Yep.
Like, the stories are great no matter what. But something about the audiobook just
something about like the 3 men and like I just
and I also think like how they all came to be together, the fact that it was Theo first. Yeah. But honestly, I will never get over that fucking her slapping Damon. I was like, bad bitch. Oh my God.
I was like, oh, he loves you.
He gonna love you. That's crazy. Yeah, but I think I loved everything. The tattooing part was so sweet. All of it. I'm like, this is so great. But also to tattoo a burn.
Heart tough.
They say scar tissue is the worst, most horrible pain you can ever have tattooing. And this bitch had, because she had her hand tattooed over, right? The burn.
I will say I can confirm that tattooing over scar tissue fucking hurts. I have my whole like leaf right here and I put it over like all the scar tissue I have from my surgery to cover it up because I hated it. It hurt.
Damn. I don't think I have scar tissue anywhere.
Imagine just having a magical life. Here, I'll still take the 7.
Like, I've fractured my ankle, but I've never broke a bone. I've never had surgery. So yeah, as I think about it, I mean, maybe on my knee from like scraping it a lot as a kid, but that's it. You know what? I do have a very non-traumatizing life. You are bitches.
It's like that time when you pistol whipped me in the head and me and Bree were laughing hysterically and you and the other 2 were like, oh my gosh, what did we do?
I don't know why Jailbird was shocked. I'm like, how you been arrested? Why you been to jail? Why are you shocked right now? That's scary.
That was probably a favorite core memory of my life when me and Bree were like, we're clearly the traumatized ones in the group.
Yeah, it was funny up until I looked at you and your head is bleeding and I was like, I've killed Sarah. That's it. She's dead.
Me like,
oh my God, could you fucking, I was like, do I need to call 911? You're like, no. I'm like, are you sure? Because I will. The fire station's right there. I know you literally still have a scar because I fucking pistol whipped you. And the way that I don't even correct you anymore on what happened, I'm like, yep, I pistol whipped her. That's right.
Want me to do it again?
How and I'll fucking hit you.
I wasn't even talking shit. I was doing nothing. I was an innocent bystander.
An absolute innocent bystander. I will say though, real quick, but about this book, when she was downstairs in like the fucking dungeons, that was fucked up, dude. But I did also know that Gray, I was like, there's no way he's fucking some other bitch right now. That's definitely old footage. It has to be.
Immediately I knew that. I was like, no, they're trying to bait you. Don't fall for it.
I know. And she went head first, which at first I'm like, you fucking idiot. But then I'm like, no, I do get it because like, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I do. If you have that much trauma, it's hard to think like logically. But also I was kind of like, bitch, are you kidding me? These people are literally torturing you.
When
And you think.
When I listen to stuff like that, I'm like, ugh. Like even yesterday when in the other book series that we're going to talk about, when she was like talking about and like she had been paralyzed, and I was like, this was me for 20 minutes on our drive home.
Oh yeah, when that was happening,
I was like, no, 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 and I was like, now she's crying, and then she was like downstairs with all the things happening to her, and she's like, please stop, and I was like, I don't know if I can read this.
I know that shit like that is really hard to read. That's why like when I read books like graphic rape scenes like Hunting Adeline, I literally couldn't. I barely skimmed. I read probably only a couple words here and there. I don't like that. I can't read that. No. That's hard for me.
I think it's because our imagination, well, first of all, it's horrible. But second of all, like our imaginations are so vivid that it's almost, at least for me, in order for me to read a book and really get into it, I imagine everything and I'm in it. When I read stuff like,
yes. I was Avery. Yes.
Well, even again, listening to my audiobook last night, and I was like, tell me the truth. And I'm like, okay, tell her the truth. Like, but it's me. And so when you read about it and when you imagine it, it's like you literally imagine those things happening to you and you're like, I'm out. I can't.
I don't know how to differentiate the FMC and me. Like,
I don't either.
When I read all of the FMC is always my voice. It's always me. So reading such heinously graphic things, I won't do it. Same with like, oh, I'm going to say this. If you're an author and you want us to read your book, we will. I will not read it if there is not a happily ever after. I am so sorry. That is my basically one fucking rule because I'm too emotional. I'm emotionally.
Did you know that I didn't even know that books were written without a happy ending?
Yes, a lot of them.
Also, why would you do that to everyone?
That's why, what is it, like The Fault in Our Stars? I'm not going to read that. I already know what happens. It's not for me. I'm too emotional about it. Like I can't. I have 2 copies of it. I have a teeny tiny copy. It's actually really cute. But like, it gives me almost like a depressive like book hangover where I'm fucking, it can take me weeks to get out of that. So I'm sorry, I just can't. Like,
when I read Hunting Adeline, like it took me like a good week to climb out of that and I skipped pages.
Yeah, I ended up, I think right after Hunting Adeline, I ended up picking up like a normal romantic book.
I read like something like funny and happy and I was like, okay.
Yes, because it's too heavy. It's too dark. That's why like I rarely read triggers. Like I'm not really a big trigger reader. I'm like, we'll be surprised. But I do just like to know like if there is something like rape or essay, things like that I do need to know because I need to know how deep it is. Because if it's too deep, I'm sorry, I just can't read your book.
No. It could be the best book in the whole entire world. And if it has anything like that, I'm like, I can't.
You know what? That's why I really want to read Manacled, but I'm like so stressed about it.
Although I did get the new like Alchemized book and I wonder if it's not as dark.
My assumption was it was the same with just names changed.
I actually asked chat. I was like, what is the difference between the two? And it said like their names were changed. Some of the storyline was changed, like because it was so heavily like Harry Potter that they had to literally change almost the world so that it wasn't referencing that. But I don't know because I haven't read it.
I don't know either. Like I will read it one day, but I've heard enough to where I'm like, that's pretty dark. Like dark. And don't get me wrong, I like dark romance. I like reading fucked up shit, but I also think there's a limit between like, this is dark romance and this is like Vanta Black. This is like pitch black. There's no light in there and I can't read those. Those are hard.
No.
Yeah.
Especially like, I want my man psychotic and completely unhinged and he'll burn the whole world down for me, but like, don't hurt me. I don't want to get hurt.
No, you're mean to me once. I'm not going to read this fucking book.
No.
That's why I was reading a book earlier, which I still haven't. It's taken me, I swear to God, 45 years to finish it. It's I started with audio. It was bad. Anyway. But the main guy is so mean to her there because it's a Y choose. So there's 3 guys, 1 girl. And the main one is just so mean that I'm like, I'm having a hard time justifying this now. Like he did something that was so fucking horrendous that I was
have
like,
I read this book?
I don't think so. I mean, I can tell you because like it's like a college, it's very Lords-esque. I can see it. I just can't see the title because I don't have my glasses on. But like it was like it was 3 dudes and her, and like she needs their help, blah 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 blah, right? Obviously 2 of them are like very much so in love with her. The leader obviously is too. It's actually her stepbrother, which like no big deal, it's cool. But he also like hates her because he wants her so much. And so he thought, because he's like the leader of like this frat or whatever, the secret society, very Lords-esque. And he thought she like cheated or did something against the rules. So as a way to punish her, he brought in all of the frat members into one room, brought her on stage with him, and made her give him a blowjob in front of all of these people, which it doesn't sound bad when I say it, but I'm telling you, in the book, it was disgusting. Like, it just didn't. And I was like, ooh, y'all have been towing the line for a bit. And the other stuff was like, wait, that's fucked up. But she was into it. This was just not that. And so it was really gross. I didn't like it. And like, I didn't read much like further past that because I was like, this just like and he did like try to make up for it. He ended up going and like, because obviously it's a bunch of boys, men, like they recorded it. He ended up tracking down every single one that had recorded it, broke their phones, took all their shit. So like he did make up for it.
Yeah, but that was your fucking fault.
But like that never should, that was too far. She didn't do the thing that he thought she did. He just didn't give her a chance to speak. So add a miscommunication trope along with that was too much for me to finish.
Here's the thing. I feel like, I mean, if we're going to compare Lord and Lord here, like, I feel like at least with the Lord series, when they punish their girls, they know they did it. Like, they are 100% certain.
And the women are signing up for this. Like, yes, they have to fuck you in that pool or drown you or whatever, but you're literally signing up for degradation and you're okay with it. Most of them are signing up for it. Do you know what I mean? But this, she very much so was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And the other 2 dudes like didn't stand up for her because you can't go against the leader in front of everybody else. Like, I get it. But I was like, that one just felt so
Damon
gross.
would never.
Damon would never.
He would have been like, if Damon, put in perspective, if Damon were to have done that with Avery, Theo or Gray would have stepped in and been like, no, the fuck you're not.
No matter what Damon's position is. Right. No matter what it was, they would have said no. And if Damon was going to punish Avery, it would have been done in private, maybe with Gray and Theo watching. She gonna pay for it, but she would still, there's always still a sense of enjoyment to it. Yeah. And I think that's maybe like the teetering line for me. And I know people say like Sin in Lords. Sin is the one that drugged her and then fucked her when she was drugged, right? Okay. I know a lot of people are very up and down about it. I'm like, okay, but she's like into it.
Okay, but I saw this interview with Chantel and she said like Sin is her favorite. She goes, he is literally very undervalued.
No, girl, I value him. He is my favorite. My favorite. I'm sorry, he was willing to give himself up and be tortured until the end of his days, until then they resuscitate him and then die again and again. He was willing to do that for her. I'm sorry, he is my top tier.
Right.
After that, probably Riot. And also, I just love the name. I want a dog and I want to name him Riot, but I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure if I do that. Can you imagine a Benny but named Riot and he's a fucking lunatic? I can do that. But like that, who was the guy who owned the club?
Oh, Tyson.
My least favorite.
Yeah, he was my least favorite. Do you know who I love? Hayden.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Never finished it. Who was the other Carnage guy though?
It's Hayden, Cashton, but that's who her new book is about.
Yeah.
And then Sin and
Saint. I love Saint. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me I'm gonna love Hayden the most, but I literally just couldn't get into it because of the audio. Maybe I'll like try again, but now we have a list of books. It's getting bumped to the bottom. Yeah, sorry. So, well, with that, Sarah, out of 10, how much would you recommend the series?
100 out of 10.
Same. 10 out of 10, all the points. You guys, yes, read it. You have to listen to it. You have to listen to it. I still would have enjoyed it reading it, but part of the whole experience was the fucking killer cast. So good.
Corvin King, my man.
Slow clap for Corvin King. You did it, brother. That best showing up of Corvin King to fucking date.
Right.
So good. Love. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here with us on episode 2 of Read It or Don't. This is our recommendation, so read it or don't.
Read it or you're no longer welcome here. No, just kidding.
Don't ever watch our podcast again. Psychos. But seriously, once again, if you guys have a book that you want us to read, please let us know. Shoot us a DM on TikTok or on Instagram. We're starting to keep a list of like the order we're going to go read books. Maybe we can switch it around here and there, honestly, depending on how interesting we find something. Or if we're starting a series and we end up hating it, well, we're not going to keep going with it. But message us, let us know. And if you read this and you love it, please let us know what you thought. Because it's so fucking good.
Let us know who your favorite is. Theo, Gray, or Damon?
Damon, he was a nut job. But Gray is like so close after him. Like, that's the thing. The margins in which these men, I mean, the margins are this big.
Which is crazy because sometimes in Why Choose, I always have a favorite. Always. But this one, I'm like, oh, but I like all of them.
Crypt
is my...
Balefire is now a smidgen behind him. Once you get a few more chapters ahead, you'll see why.
I like Frost. I'm not gonna lie.
He is second to last for me right now.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll get into this series, I think, in a couple episodes because we're finishing up the book this week. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye.